Hello, my beautiful souls, and welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so very much for joining me here today. My name is Kelsey, and today we are doing this beautiful pick a card reading to see what it is that you currently need. So go ahead, grab yourself a notebook if you feel called to do so, a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, pull up a chair, and sit for a spell. Okay guys, so out in front of you we have 3 different tarot decks to choose from, and for this reading I really wanted to keep it open, and I want whatever part of you it is that needs to express a need to be able to do so. So these needs could come forth from your body, mind, soul, spirit, your heart, whatever it is that needs to come forth at this time. And out in front of you here we have pile number 1 with the Deviant Moon Tarot, pile number 2 with the Celtic Dragon Tarot, and pile number 3 with the Modern Love Tarot. So go ahead, take your time, figure out which one of these decks is calling to you, take a couple deep breaths, ask your guides which one of these piles, which one of these readings is going to really allow you to see what it is that you currently need at the time that you come to this video. Once you have made your selection, I will have the timestamps to the beginning of each reading in the description box below, along with all the other information about me, about my channel, and the other kind of projects that I have going on. You can find my website as well as the cards that I am using here today listed and linked in the description box for anybody who maybe feels called or drawn to any of the decks that I use here today. So with all of that being said, beautiful souls, go ahead and pause the video if you still need a moment, and I'm going to go ahead and move on to group number 1. Hello, my beautiful group number 1. Those of you that chose deck number 1, the Deviant Moon Tarot, this reading is for you, and we are going to look at what it is that you currently need. So we're going to start off with a card with overall message, overall energy of what it is that you need, and then we'll pull some tarot. Okay, group number 1, let's go ahead and see what is it that you currently need right now. What does group number 1 need right now? Treasure. Okay. So group number 1, something that I'm really picking up on here is that you guys are really kind of needing some sort of assurance or some sort of reciprocation is really what I feel like you guys are really needing. The time, the energy, the resources that you've invested into something to begin coming back to you. I feel like you guys might be feeling like you're at some sort of blockage or some sort of point where you are starting to doubt yourself or starting to doubt what you're doing because it isn't maybe paying off or taking off in the way that you expected it to. And I keep feeling like this energy of, if I don't make this much money or if I don't get this much whatever, then I'm gonna have to try something else, or I'm going to have to do something else. I'm sorry if you guys heard that really loud vehicle that just went by. But I really feel for group number 1 that you guys are really needing some sort of almost validation that you are in the right place, or that you are meant to keep going on the path that you're on. And I feel like it is coming, group number 1. And that's something that Spirit wants you to know, that what it is you need right now is coming towards you, or that reciprocation that you're seeking or feeling like you really need is going to be coming very soon. And there is kind of like this message here not to give up, to keep going. So let's go ahead. I just feel like a lot of you guys are like, I just need a lucky break right now. I just need to win the lottery. I just need, you know, something drastic to happen, something big to happen. Let's get you guys some tarot and go a little deeper into this. Group number 1, we have the 4 of Swords. Yeah, I really feel for a lot of you guys. You've been fighting for a while. We have the King of Cups. It almost feels for some of you guys that you may be almost feeling like you're going to lose control if something doesn't give soon. And the Ten of Wands, yeah. This does feel quite heavy for group number 1. I feel like for you guys here, there's definitely... It's almost like you've reached the end of your rope or reached the end of the road in some way, shape, or form here, and you're just needing to rest, you're needing to take a break, you're needing to stop stressing about whether or not this is going to work. I really feel for a lot of you guys that you've just reached this point where it's like, I can't do this anymore. If something doesn't give, if something doesn't happen, I'm going to lose control, or I'm going to change directions, I'm going to create some sort of turbulence, almost, is how this feels. And it feels very heavy. It feels like you guys have been working very hard. It feels like you guys have been climbing an uphill battle. And Spirit is recognizing the amount of control and dedication that you guys have had on this journey, and telling you that it's okay to rest, it's okay to take a break. There's something here about needing to sleep more. And needing to allow yourself to sleep more. I do feel for a lot of you guys, you've like reached this point where it's like you feel like if you're not working, then you're doing something wrong, or you feel like you're wasting your time. And Spirit's stating you need to take enough time off to where you no longer feel that way. And that there is really no need to stress or to worry about whether or not there's going to be reciprocation or recognition, because there is. The biggest message here is not to give up, and really focus on trying like not to lose that control or that willpower that you have, group number 1, because like your lucky break is coming. We're going to go ahead and clarify some of these as well, but the bottom of the deck we have the King of Wands. Yeah, empowerment, leadership. You guys, some of you guys may be trying to like be your own boss or start a business in some way, shape, or form. That is something that I'm feeling here, and if that's the case for you, you are going to succeed at that. But let's go ahead and clarify here a little bit. Why is the Four of Swords here for group number 1? We have the Five of Swords coming out in reverse. Yeah, so you guys are thinking far too deep into this situation, whatever this is. You are maybe even creating like your own scenarios in your head, trying to be prepared for every tiny thing that could potentially happen, and it's creating a lot of friction for you. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. Yeah, don't give up. Don't give up, group number 1. Don't give up. Victory is assured. The only way that you're not going to get the victory you're seeking is if you stop moving towards it. If you change directions now, if you give up now, then you're never going to get to that success, right? And on the Ten of Wands, we have the Lovers. Some of you guys, there is a partner or a teammate or a coworker or somebody coming into your life that you need to allow in, that you need to allow to bear some of the weight or the burden of the work that you're doing. So there's a need to be open to receiving help. You're looking for reciprocation, but maybe not completely open to receiving assistance or allowing anybody to have any sort of power or control over how things are done. So there is kind of this message here, group number 1, to like not to lose your self-control and your willpower, but also being sure that you're not being like overbearing or over controlling to the point where it's actually doing more harm than good, right? But this is what I'm seeing for my beautiful group number 1. If you enjoyed this message, if it resonated with you, if it brought you value, please hit that like button, as it truly does help to support the channel. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this, let me know what other readings you guys would like to see. Consider subscribing if you feel called to do so. I thank you guys so very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, beautiful souls. Those of you that chose pile number 2 with the Celtic Dragon Tarot, this reading is for you, and we are looking at what you currently need at this time. So let's go ahead and get right into it and pull a card for the overall energy or theme or message to show us what it is you need right now. Group number 2, please. Action, movement, group number 2. So for some of you guys, this could come through as like needing somebody or something else to begin moving or to begin kind of taking action. And for some of you guys, this is a sign or a message from Spirit saying that what you need to do right now is take action for yourself, depending on your situation. So some of you guys may be kind of waiting for the right time, waiting for, you know, the perfect moment, or waiting until you're ready or until you feel like you're ready. And it doesn't really exist is something that I'm hearing, like waiting until you're ready to move, or waiting until you're ready to change jobs, or waiting until you're ready to get married, or waiting until you're ready to have children doesn't really exist. And I feel like there's something here for group number 2 where it's like you're holding back, you're waiting for something that either maybe you shouldn't be waiting for, or that you're not going to have until you take the action that you're being asked to take. Interesting. So take your shot, group number 2. That's what you need right now. You need to take your shot. You need to take a step. You need to make a move. And stop waiting. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some tarot and see what else comes out for you in regards to what you need right now at the time that you come to this video. For group number 2, we have strength, power, courage. So you need courage. You need to kind of harness that bravery and that ability to tame your own anxiety and your own fear and kind of take action anyways. In even though there is fear or there is resistance, there's a need to kind of take action anyway. We have the Ace of Pentacles, plant the seed, make the first move. Wow, group number 2, this message is super, super clear here for you guys. And then the 5 of Swords. Yeah, there's that friction, there's that conflict, that energy, that resistance here, I feel, for you guys, where it's like you're waiting for something or someone outside of you to do something or to bring something or to have some sort of opportunity open up for you. And what I see here for group number 2 is there's a need to take action and to kind of create your own possibilities, your own opportunities, instead of this hesitation that's here. Let's go ahead. At the bottom of the deck here we have the 3 of Swords, and this is telling me that the longer you wait, the more it's almost like self-inflicted pain or agony due to this need and this desire for movement and for change and for growth. So it's almost like self-sabotage type energy. The longer you wait, the more you are sacrificing yourself and your own passion. So Spirit's very clearly here saying, don't wait to start, don't wait to plant the seed, don't wait until you have all 10 pentacles before you plant the first one, right? So let's pull some clarifiers here for any added guidance here. Not that I really feel like we need any clarification on the message that we received, but let's see if Spirit wants to add anything else to this message and what you currently need for group number 2. We have the 2 of Swords here. Yeah, there's really a need for integration, really a need for letting go of the what ifs as well, is something that I'm seeing here. Like the what ifs, I feel, is something that's really holding you back. We also have the 5 of Swords coming out again, coming out in reverse here, saying you don't have to have all of the answers. You don't have to have everything in the pot, in the basket, in the cauldron before you start to stir it, right? And then on the 5 of Swords here, we have the Hierophant. And I feel like this is saying that there's always going to be resistance, there's always going to be conflict, there's always going to be friction, as long as you are looking at these obstacles as something that can prevent you from getting to what you want. Or like, I feel like there's something here, group number 2, where it's like you're looking at these obstacles as something that can stop you instead of something that you're able to overcome. So like whatever it is that's holding you back here, group number 2, which is going to be different for everybody, is it's a general reading, so apply it how it resonates. But whatever it is that's holding you back here, Spirit is saying there is a way to learn how to overcome this, whatever it is, whether it's going back to school, whether it's studying, whether it's learning how to do something a different way, whether it's learning how to kind of harness that strength and that courage and that bravery to take the step towards something that maybe intimidates you. However this comes through, there is a way to overcome it and a way to gain from this obstacle or this challenge that's being presented that is stopping you from taking action, okay? But this is what I'm seeing for my beautiful group number 2. Those of you that chose pile number 2, if you enjoyed this reading, if it brought you value, please hit that like button, comment down below, let me know what you thought about this, let me know what other readings you guys would like to see. Consider subscribing if you feel called to do so. I thank you guys so very much for joining me here today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Hello, my beautiful group number 3. Those of you that chose the Modern Love Tarot, this reading is for you, and we are looking at some quick messages to show us what you currently need at the time that you come to this video. So group number 3, we're going to start off with a card, an overall energy theme or message about what it is that you're currently needing, and then we'll shuffle out some tarot for you as well. So what does group number 3 currently need? What does group number 3 currently need? We have gratitude coming out here. And I feel like from this card, feathers are definitely coming through as a sign or synchronicity for you. And you guys also had a second card that wanted to come out for group number 3, which is desire. Okay. So I feel like, so for some of you guys, maybe like half of this message may be for you. For some of you guys, the whole thing may be for you. There just may be a little bit more that Spirit wants to communicate to you. What I really see here for you guys is that there is a need to become aware of what you currently have in order to kind of come out of this lack mentality, as well as to kind of activate and inspire you and motivate you. I feel like for a lot of my group number 3s, what you guys are really, really needing is motivation. And the thing about motivation is it's great, you know, when we get inspired or when we're motivated to take action, it is great, but motivation does not last forever. When that motivation wears off, we then have to be able to really kind of buckle down and have that self-discipline. Right, so I feel like for some of you guys, group number 3, you may be searching for something to motivate you, and that's great, that's fine, and utilize that if you can find it. But there's also a message here to make sure that you're not solely relying on the need for something outside of you to motivate you or to create like energy, movement, as well as like this idea of really becoming aware of everything that you have, becoming aware of everything that is already present in your life seems quite significant for group number 3. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot and go a little deeper into this message about what you currently need, group number 3. We have the 5 of Cups, yeah. So we have the stars. I feel like group number 3, wow. Then we have the 6 of Cups. Okay. I feel like group number 3, a lot of you guys are super hyper focused on something that you've lost or something that you don't have here. Something that's like a sense of grieving that is taking up far too much of your energy, far too much of your mind, and far too much of your heart's capacity. What you need currently is healing and hope for the future. And the way to get this, group number 3, is to recognize all of the blessings and all of the abundance and all of the beauty that is currently in your life. Regardless of whether it seems very small or insignificant, there's a need to begin pointing out here the miracles and the love and the abundance that is currently there, in order to kind of ignite that hope for the future and that motivation to begin moving towards bigger, brighter things instead of staying in this kind of darkness or this grieving. The Six of Cups also leads me to believe that you guys are in a quite a kind of a nostalgic energy at this time, like remembering everything that you used to have and really losing sight of everything that is currently here. Interesting. So there's a need to come to the present moment, group number 3. That's what I really feel here overall. Like a general message for the collective of this group is that there's a need to find a way to be present and to pull yourself out of the past in order for this healing and this hope for the future to really come in. And one way you can do that, group number 3, is by getting very in tune with like your physical senses, touch, smell, sight. Like if you find that you're getting caught in your head or caught in your emotions about something that's no longer in your life, become present by asking yourself what you currently see, what colors are currently around you, what can you feel, what can you touch that's currently in your presence, what can you smell. Like really coming to your physical senses in the present moment can really help bring you into the present moment and kind of ground you where you're currently at. The bottom of the deck here, we have the Ace of Cups. So yeah, there is really a subconscious need for love, for healing, and for replenishment. Group number 3, allowing yourself to be rejuvenated and replenished, allowing your energy to recuperate. Some of you guys may be going through a bit of a purging stage as well. Let's go ahead and pull some clarifiers here for you guys and see what else Spirit wants to add to this message about what it is you currently need. We have the Sun. Some of you guys may need like vitamin D, or you may have like a vitamin D deficiency. Of course, I'm not a doctor or anything, but that is something that's coming through here. As well as with the Sun, like there is a need, again, to bring this brightness and this positivity into your life, to allow yourself to see it. Even in this Five of Cups here, the sun rays are coming in behind her, but she's facing away from them, so she doesn't see the sun that's shining in her life. Right? And I really feel for you guys, group number 3, what you currently need is to find the positive, to find the brightness, to find the things that are happy and do bring joy and add to your life, okay? Why is the Star here? We have the Five of Cups coming out again. Yeah, you guys need... I feel like you guys are currently going through a healing of the heart space, a healing from grief or depression. And there's like a need to really shift your perspective to look up instead of back, to look forward instead of behind you. So really a big message here that Spirit is really, really pushing is that there's a need to find the good. I need to kind of shift your perspective to be able to see the good, to actively look for it instead of just telling yourself that it doesn't exist. Actively looking for the good every day and finding that gratitude. And the more you focus on that, the more you look for that, the more of it you will see, and the more healing you'll be able to experience. I do also feel for some of you guys that you may be going through like this experience of like true forgiveness of the past. Or you may need to, depending on your situation. Why is the Six of Cups here? The Star. So we have the Star twice and we have the Five of Cups twice here. Interesting. Yeah, so there is like this message that it's almost like for some of you guys, you're looking to the past as though if something were to come back into your life, or if you could just go back in time, then you would be healed. And Spirit's saying like you need to focus on your healing now in the current state, in your current existence, in the present moment, instead of saying like, if I could have this thing that no longer exists in my life, then I would be okay. There's a need for acceptance here, acceptance of the current or present state in order to heal. But there is like this big message here of replenishment, of rejuvenation, of healing, of happiness, and hope for the future that is coming in. And the more you can focus on finding the good, the faster it will come. Okay, group number 3. So be gentle with yourself. This is what I'm seeing for you guys. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, if it brought you value, please hit that like button, as it truly does help to support the channel. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this. Let me know what other readings you guys would like to see. Let me know if you like these kind of quicker messages and what you thought about that. Consider subscribing if you feel called to do so. I thank you guys so very much for joining me here today, and I will see you guys next time.